Yo, bro, why are you putting cinnamon on that glizzy?
Bro, you realize when you put cinnamon on your fruit, it's gonna make you more.
Picking the wrong cinnamon will actually do more harm than good. So there's two types of cinnamon. There's cassia cinnamon, and then there's true cinnamon, also known as Ceylon cinnamon. Now, cassia cinnamon, known as Chinese cinnamon, not because of racism, but because this type of cinnamon is found in China, is not something you should be consuming every day in such quantities where you want to get the benefits, because it is high in a compound called coumarin. Now, studies have shown that ingesting high levels of coumarin can actually damage your kidney, your liver, and your lungs. And unfortunately, cassia cinnamon has high levels of coumarin, up to 5%, while Ceylon cinnamon has as low as 0.04%, so it's very negligible. So why do companies tend to use cassia cinnamon? And that is because it is extremely cheap in comparison to Ceylon cinnamon. And the type of cinnamon that that person's using in the beginning of the video is most likely cassia cinnamon. And on top of that, since it's a powdered cinnamon, like, these are recalls made by the FDA because powdered cinnamons have high levels of lead in it, even worse for your liver and your brain. So what I like to do instead is I like to order some Ceylon cinnamon sticks, the whole sticks off of like Amazon or from the local South Asian store. And then I put it in the oven at like 200 degrees for about an hour or two to dry it out further. And then I blend it and I make fresh cinnamon powder at home. You get all the benefits like lowering your blood sugar levels and burning more fat.
All right, so while it's true that cinnamon has been shown to help improve blood glucose responses, it doesn't help you burn fat. On top of that, I think it's very important to take that study, which he put up behind him, and add a little bit of context to it. So let's do a little bit of napkin math, shall we? If we were to look at the traditional amount of cinnamon used in a recipe, it's usually about 1 teaspoon. Unless you're doing the cinnamon challenge, you're really not getting all that much. So 1 teaspoon is equivalent to 5 grams, although that's not entirely always the case when you measure with volumes, but let's go with the conservative number of 5 grams. 5%, which is the worst case in the cassia cinnamon, 5% of that can be coumarin. And when we do the math, that puts us at about 0.25 grams or 250 milligrams. Now you may be asking yourself, Eden, why are you converting it to milligrams? Why does that matter? Well, if you look at the study that he posted, we need to take context from it because, as I always say, the poison is in the dose. How can something that's so healthy also be negative? Well, water is healthy, and water can also reach toxic levels. So, much like water, we need to look at what is the toxic level or what is the ceiling of the safe amount of this product to consume. And based on the toxicology and risk assessment of coumarin, what they found was that a safe upper limit, meaning that they can guarantee with 100% certainty that it is safe to consume, is 0.1 milligrams per kilogram of your body weight. So me at 100 kilograms, 1 teaspoon a day of cassia cinnamon would actually put me over that because that would be 10 milligrams. The European Food Safety Authority usually puts a fairly solid buffer zone as well to ensure that even if you go a little bit over that limit, you're still within a safe amount. So while I don't think it's something to lose sleep over, consume it in normal quantities. I think it is incredibly important that as the consumer, you understand that there's both sides to the equation. Yes, having cinnamon might help lower your blood glucose, but there can be too much cinnamon as well. Just like anything on this planet, the poison is in the dose. I also appreciate that at the very end of this video, he included a way that he likes to reduce the potential of lead contamination, which due to mass production can affect anything that we consume. And of course, while it's significantly less convenient, that's the price you have to pay. There's no such thing as solutions, only trade-offs. So if that's something that works for you and that's a trade-off you're willing to accept, buy your Ceylon cinnamon sticks, dry them out yourself, and grind them yourself for your own Ceylon cinnamon. Otherwise, you can buy it at the store and just use it in moderation. Hope you guys learned something today, and if not, at least have a very good day, and I will see you guys in the next one.